right, we're back with Henry Noel about shamanism.
Shamanism. Understand, we have all of these views of shaman. Shaman are the ancient healers of the world. They were the go-to people for suggestions and opinions as to what a government or what a person who was a leader needed to do or what they had to do. But understand, shamanism is far more than just simply herbs and understanding what's going on and being able to read the weather. Shamanism is a way of life. It is the way we function, the way we operate. Walking the talk, I guess, would be about the best way to do that. Is, we can say one thing, but if we're not walking that talk, we may as well not have said anything, and our credibility is worthless. But living as a shaman, you really eliminate the fears and the guilts and all of the things that hold us captive in this present form that we exist in, this human form. So being a shaman is a way of life, and it is taking the understanding that there's far more to us than meets the eye. It's not just flesh and bone, it is energy, and it is molecules, and it is atoms that are in constant motion, constantly changing. And that's what being a shaman is all about. It's a constant change. It's a constant pulling in knowledge and adapting that knowledge outside of the realm of this physical being that we are. It's an incorporation, studying for years and years now of being a shaman and incorporating it into my acupuncture practice. It was a tremendous asset because it really brought in the elements of energy that acupuncturists work with out of the points that they use. But the shamanism part of it allowed us to deal with energies that are outside of our body, and it allowed us to incorporate those. So when you're trying to get someone to heal themselves, you pull the energy from the universe. You pull that energy and utilize that to assist you in educating people how to heal themselves. It's a far different than simply thinking you can take drugs and become a shaman, or that you can heal yourself going through that well, because that's not the answer. A shaman will use psychedelics to communicate. This is a lifetime of practice to communicate with the energetic world, and it's not something that is a weekend thing. I don't do them. I've never needed to do the psychedelics because I've never found it to be of a desire or a benefit. The communication is a constant thing for me, and I'm forever receiving information from the energetic world.
Okay, so you don't use ayahuasca then?
No, I don't. And I find I don't need to. Most people don't need to. The common person doesn't need to do it at all because they're not shaman. They're not in the world of a shaman. They don't understand the world of a shaman. And so when you go into it from a world of ego, which is the world we live in, it brings on an entire different experience. And we hear of the warnings of ayahuasca will make you throw up and make you sick. It's because we're full of toxins. The toxins that we develop, that we ingest. In acupuncture, they talk about the stomach meridian. The stomach meridian is composed of the very primary, the first leg of the stomach meridian is actually on the head. Stomach 1, stomach 2, 3, stomach 4, stomach 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's everything we see, everything we smell, everything we say, taste, everything we hear, and everything we think goes into our bodies. So if we have toxic thoughts, it's toxic. If we listen to toxic stuff, that's toxic. If we say toxic things, it's toxic. So what we do, how we live our life, is all affected by the energies that keep us alive, keep us going. So being a shaman is a way of life. It is making sure that you don't pull in all of the toxic stuff that we deal with and that you all have to deal with. And it's recognizing you are dealing with it and finding a way to avoid that.